Hey guys, a friend of mine asked me what are the obvious downsides or some, no, unexpected downsides of van living. I've been van living 5 years with a Fiat Ducato 6 meters long, 2011 model, and I've been doing it 5 years nonstop. Sometimes I take an Airbnb, but most of the time I'm in the van. And I've traveled mostly South France, Spain, and Portugal, and I can tell you a lot about, the positives and the negatives. So the real downside, in my opinion, is you don't have a base. So unless you own a house or a place where you can put the camper van, you never really feel that you have a base. So you never really calm down because there's a lot of places where you're not allowed to park, where you're not supposed to park, where and on the camper sites you meet a lot of people that you actually don't want to meet. They have dogs with them that bark, and so you're constantly unsure, and sometimes it can be even a little bit like unconscious in a way that is very subtle, like an undercurrent of being unsure where to park, where to sleep next, etc. So for a while, it can be a lot of fun, and switching places, trying new places, um, you know, trying different villages, going to restaurants in different villages. Those things can be fun. I think it can be really, really fun for people who architecture stuff, or historical monuments. Can be super interesting because you can check out really so many cities, small ones. And for example, in I was at there's an area which is like an astrological kind of thing with monolith stones, which is older than Stonehenge, and that's just off. We're going direction Badajoz but on the Portuguese side, and I found it by chance, and I just slept there like for several days, and it feels like magical to be able to experience these things. And then also, I walked on like footsteps from dinosaurs and stuff like that. So you get to see these kind of things. Then you, of course, have the kind of mythical, Christian mythical um, kind of places like Fatima or Lourdes in France, etc. So you have those, you can visit them, and so you can be very flexible with that. But the kind of the feeling creeps in after a while that you don't have a base where you really like feel at home. You have your friends, etc. I think that's the major downside. And even if you hang around in one place and you start to make a little bit of friends, you never know when these friends like go away because they're also maybe living that lifestyle or a similar lifestyle. So I think that's from my experience, like the biggest downside of van living. Because once you find a place where you feel like people are nice and you buy a house, you start to make friends, you start to like have a base, you can invite people. Of course, with van life, it's unless you have a very special setup, it's kind of hard to invite people. Some people have really nice vans where you can like invite people. For me, it's not doable. Um, so yeah, and that's what I really miss. Like, yeah, I could imagine like living in Tuscany and then or in France, and then being invited to places where with friends, like where then 5 to 10 friends meet and talk and once a week or something like that. And that is something that's kind of you would have to stay at one place a bit longer, and it's yeah. And the other thing is, I think, oh, there's another thing, which you're always outside in the sun. So you gotta sun protect. I have a special long sleeve. I have two or three long sleeve from Carrefour in Spain that are 100% cotton. They're very light on the skin, even at 40 degrees. So I wear these long sleeves. I usually have a safari hat because you can't be every day in the sun, especially my skin type, my eye type. So you got to be super careful about that. Because the longer you do it, the more you damage your skin and stuff. So so you can't be, for example, whereas you can at home you can like a yoga under a porch, veranda or something, and you can do it like at noon or something like that. And when you rent a house or you have or own a house, it's so easy with an apartment. You can do like fitness and stuff. With the van life, you always have to find shadows and you still get a lot of UV light. um You definitely can't do it in the heat, so you have to do your sports in the mornings or in the evenings, etc. I think those are the two really big downsides.